What's up, family? Welcome to For the Love of Hip Hop. We're on the show. We review all things hip hop, from reviewing songs to just having a conversation about what's going on in the hip hop space. As you can see, I have my family on a panel here with me. It's Sunday, season 1, episode 10. We're going to be getting into J. Cole on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. With Carmelo Anthony. We're going to react to some clips and just break it down and have a conversation about it. But how y'all feeling? How was y'all weekend?
It was all right. Again, happy Easter to everybody.
Happy Easter.
Marvelous. Happy Easter.
We good, Vaughn?
Stay blessed.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm good. Round two of this podcast thing. Let's get to it. Ready with my guys.
All right, let's get into it. This is one of the first clips I'm gonna play for y'all. Now as we go through the clips, we're gonna be pausing in between different topics as he get into them, and then we're gonna have those separate conversations and just get through the whole thing. Anytime that y'all want to pause, y'all on the panel, just let me know where y'all want to pause at while he's talking and stuff like that. So this clip is going to be J. Cole admits he was genuinely wrong for dissing Kendrick Lamar. Let's get into it.
All right. Timer started.
You
You talking about the person that in the whole situation apologized. That's my what's gonna go down is my participation in that event.
Right.
And sorry, shout out to 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony. I rock with that pod. I'll be listening to it all the time.
Yeah, great pod.
Great interview with J. Cole, like they do with all their interviews. So shout out to them.
Go Mello.
Yeah, that's true.
If I had my shoes on the other feet of somebody else, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear my opinion on whether I think beef is good or bad for hip hop. It's like, bro, it don't matter. Honestly, who gives a fuck? Actually, you know what I mean? If we really want to keep it real,
Okay.
definitely who gives a fuck about my opinion? That's how I feel. It's like I would feel crazy to even sit up here and go, yeah, I think it's great for the culture. Boom, boom, nigga, you apologize.
Right.
And I would feel
Yeah.
crazy to sit up here and go, nah, I think it's a net negative for the culture. Nigga, you apologize. Like
Yeah.
it's I'm not interested in hearing. I'm not interested in giving that to the world, and I doubt they interested in hearing it. You know what I mean?
Okay. No, I can.
What do y'all think about that? Just already, he's stating that he wouldn't care either. If he was on the other end, where people saying, "Oh, you apologize, we don't want to hear you talk about beefing and stuff like that," and he's saying that he would feel the same way if he was them. Like, do y'all like him saying this?
Very, very smart. Obviously, in media training, he got a degree of communications. I think he'd be avoiding, kind of just avoiding answering something.
You think he avoiding it?
Yeah, because if they're asking him, if he's saying before they even ask him that question, I don't think the world wants to hear my take. That negates the whole thing about someone asking him about his take.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know how I wanted to feel about that. It's like I knew what he was saying, but it was like, yeah, I don't know, like, it was one of those things. Like, did you have to say that, J. Cole? I felt like, did you have to say that? Like, did you have to tell people that's how you actually felt, that you didn't even want to hear yourself talk about anything that has to do with beef and stuff like that? So I was like, yeah, I know what he's saying, but I'm like, it's like, I don't want to hear that. Why'd you say that just now? I don't know.
I don't know either, man.
Okay.
I didn't know he was going to say that. Like, when I was listening to the interview, I was like, I had no idea that's the direction he was going to go in with saying I wouldn't even want to hear myself talk about beef because I apologize. I didn't know he was going to say that. So
I think he just tried to remove himself 100%. So he's saying, like, even if I was on either side, I wouldn't want to hear me. So it's like he's trying to remove himself 100% from each side so he won't look somewhat biased.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I had to say that though.
That's all I was thinking. Like, did you have to say that? But all right.
I don't know, man.
All right, let's play it.
respect that.
Such a good
I
answer.
can respect that. I mean, listen, I feel like as a fan of yours, I think even when it first happened and when you backed out and people were seeing all the crazy stuff being said about each other, a lot of people respected your foresight to just be like, you know what? I'm gonna fall back from this. This doesn't seem like it sits right with my spirit. And even, I saw, you talk on the Deska as well, and you mentioned sort of like the process you went through with your wife and everybody before that apology took place, man. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit. I think people do want to kind of hear where you stand off, and because you had that foresight to be like,
that's what I was thinking.
this doesn't sit right with me.
Before he said that,
I can speak on. I can only speak on how I felt at the time, and it wasn't foresight in the sense of like I knew anything that was happening. I just knew how I felt. It wasn't foresight. It was hindsight, if anything.
Okay.
It was like, oh God, I can just feel how I feel. You know what I mean? On my heart and on my spirit. So it's like there was no magic ball that I knew. I had no clue how that shit was gonna go. Like, to tell you the truth, I actually feel like how I probably thought it would go was a little more regular than even how it went. It outdid anything I could have imagined. You know what I mean? In terms of like how tense that shit got and how entertaining it got to the world. You know what I mean? It's like I couldn't have foresaw none of that shit. Like I just knew how I felt, so that's all I could speak to.
Got you.
Even me earlier speaking to them, whether they get back together or whatever, where they quit, I can't speak to that. Like even me saying I don't think so, it's like that. Even that's silly. It's like what the fuck do I know? All I can tell you is how I feel or how I felt and why I did what I did or why I do what I do. I can't speak. And yes, you're right. Does the world probably want to hear that? Maybe. You know what I mean? But I don't want to give it.
It's not maybe.
And
yes,
all it's going to do is feed the algorithm scavengers that fucking whole existence is predicated off of going through this interview where we saying a lot of real shit and just looking for the thing that's going, that they audience that don't give a fuck about none of us on these couches can grab and have a conversation about. There you go. So it's like, I'm not giving y'all that. Fuck out of here.
That's big.
Now, I completely understood what he was saying by the time he got to the end of that breakdown.
Right.
Like I was like, all right, I know exactly what time you on. I get what you're saying, whatever. But how do y'all feel when he's talking about he's letting people know he had no idea how it was gonna go between Drake and Kendrick. He thought it was gonna be way more mild than what actually happened. So he's letting you know the school, everything niggas been hearing, schoolboy Q shit, all that. That was not in the works. He did not know nothing. No one gave him heads up on shit. He didn't know how things was going, how things was going to go.
Now, let me take a stab at this real quick. All right, I'm a fan of all three of these gentlemen here, but the main one, we all know who it is. But
everybody don't know that. Everybody don't know that.
Tell the people, nigga. Get out of here, nigga. Tell the people.
So the audience, as my brothers will, they get on me, but my favorite artist, probably of all time, is Aubrey. Aubrey, or called as Drake. With this right here, when he dropped the diss track, it was supposed to be what it was, and then he went back and apologized. It did that, whatever, something leaked with the push-ups, that got leaked, and then the apology. I think he meant to do it, but I think he didn't want to intrude what was going on with those two, because this ain't the first, second, or third time we all hear, oh man, yo, somebody said something from Drake's camp, bro. I think Drake about to drop a diss track on Kendrick, or Kendrick made a little slight jab at Drake, man. I don't know. I heard this in 2014. I heard this in 2018. I heard this in 2022.
Right.
So we're not surprised if somebody makes a comment, and then what happily one of Drake unreleased tracks got leaked out, and then it is what it is from that point forward. You feel like, because what Kendrick said off of like that, you feel like, oh, I gotta respond, and then after the response, you're like, maybe I should. And that's what happened.
Right.
And then you just, like, at the end of the day, you got love for all your brothers. Sometimes brothers ain't going to be the same. And that's what happened.
These niggas, well, I don't want to get away from the video. These niggas was never brothers. Like, did they grow up in the industry as far as like trying to figure it out together, and you know, some get closer than others as an artist, and they clearly become peers and stuff like that. Sure, but I think when people start using the word brother too loosely, when a nigga ain't that to you, is when things can get murky and muddy, and then you looking at two niggas like, oh, why y'all hate each other? It's like, you think these niggas boys? It's like, bro, just because you befriended them both does not mean, and then y'all came up in the game together, does not mean y'all are the three musketeers of brothers. Like, no, nigga, y'all did not grow up together. Y'all didn't. Y'all knew each other when y'all got grown. And on top of that, it's not like y'all talk to. I mean, he goes into the whole like, it's not like they talk every day. Like, they might talk every few years because they artists. They got shit to do and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, you befriended them both, and you would have liked them to be, because at first Drake and Kendrick back in the day before they had beef, they were cool. So you would have liked them to stay cool, but that didn't happen. J. Cole has so much of a genuine heart. It was kind of hard for him to realize, like, yo, this is not just rap. This is not just simple competition. This is all of it mixed into one. And they are willing to go there if they want to go there, because it's not like they close like that.
Exactly.
Just
J.
because
Cole's
they
a
like
really
you
nice
doesn't
guy.
mean they like each other. Simple.
Right.
So I'm not, the whole brotherhood shit is, nah, ain't no brotherhood.
Yeah, I think the media they did a good job of trying to portray that brotherhood, like obviously because it was like the top niggas in the rap game, and they kind of like came in at the same time, so it was like pretty much the leaders of like that time period of hip hop and rap and shit. So
Yeah.
they trying to make it seem like they was like this big three. They was all together. They was all friends and shit. So I feel like a lot of people, like, with all this happened, it was like, whoa, I thought all of them were cool. Nigga, no. Like,
And with J. Cole's heart is going to amplify that because he has a big heart. But
yes. Yeah, but it was never that. It's just media played a huge part of portraying like that's how things were. It wasn't like that at all.
Yeah,
and this is a result of that.
And you got one man that genuinely feels that way. One.
Right. Out of the three.
Right. So. Yeah, man. All right, I'm gonna keep playing it.
I love that.
I got a different perspective. I said this
foresight
earlier.
again,
You know
though.
what I mean? Like I said this earlier, like
Yeah.
in another episode when that shit was going on, and it was like the apology, right? And he's stamping what I felt at that time because it's like, yo, I'm not my part. I'm manning up to my part and what I did. I'm taking ownership as a man. I'm taking ownership as somebody who was trying to. I got other shit in my life that's going on. I got family. I got shit that's going on that I ain't really. He said he didn't know what was going on. I didn't know that shit was gonna play out the way it played out. So you know what? I'ma bow out gracefully. I'm leaving out of here because that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. So because I'm a man and going through this journey, I'm gonna say, yo, I apologize for any part that I played in the bullshit that's going on.
Yeah.
For me, that's honorable. Like however way some people
Yeah, I
take this
rock with
shit, it's
that.
very honorable to just in the heat of the
I feel
battle
the same.
like that. Now the competition part of it is like, nah, Cole shouldn't have fucking apologized. Cole, we want to hear Cole shoot them shots. Boom, boom, boom. You can't shoot and then take the bullet back. You get what I'm saying? That was the image at the message at that point in time. The responses that was coming back.
Right.
But when you get through the weeds and all of that shit, I'm my own man at the end of the day.
100%
If I can stand on what I stand on, if I can see my vision, which I ain't see the 10-year vision for the fall off, but if I know my vision and I know my journey, I'm here to get better. I ain't here to bring the bullshit. I'm alleviate myself out of this.
I love the way
takes
Mello broke it
more
down. That's how I thought of it the whole
and
time, which I wasn't
vulnerability
taking it the way everybody else was
to
taking
make
it.
that decision in the heat.
Like, I'm a grown ass
What the
man.
fuck
That's
was
I'm
going
thinking
on.
of it the
And
way
be ready
Mello
to
was.
take what comes with it.
And be ready to stand on it.
Right.
Word up.
The
I
other part of it
appreciate
though too is like you said it. You didn't realize how entertaining it would be, right? Like for all of us that consume, it's an entertaining, but there's a real person, a real artist.
There
You know
you
what I'm
go.
saying? Like that
when
is
I say entertaining,
that's-
entertaining to the world.
to the world.
Yeah,
Correct.
for sure.
I know exactly what you meant when you said that. But there's a real person going through this.
Yeah,
And I think when I think of your body work, and I'm gonna tell you this, Cole, I don't do a whole lot of new folks. You one of my artists that I will turn on the new stuff. I don't turn on new stuff too often, but when you drop something, I would check it out. And just listening to you on this couch today, like the body of work makes so much sense because it feels like you have taken us on a journey with you in each of these chapters of your life. Like I feel like I can still like I can't listen to all these little young dudes. I just can't. But if you drop something like we've grown up together, right? Like it is a story, and to make that decision in that moment was mature.
Absolutely.
That shows growth, right? So I remember when that happened, and I was like, "What are y'all talking about? Like that's totally the move."
I appreciate it, and what I will say to that too is like, I appreciate the words that y'all saying. Thank you, but I also feel a little conflict because like, yo, there's no part of me that did it. Y'all could be up here like, Cole, I was disappointed in you and boom, boom. And I'd be like, man, I respect that. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? It wouldn't affect me. I'm not looking for affirmation. I don't want no affirmation or praise. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that have said that to me. Oh, Cole, I respect what you did. And I do appreciate it. But just know, like, there's no part of me that want like a pat on the back for that. It's cool. Because all I did, and I did Cam interview, you've seen clips, but you ain't
Just
seen
the clips.
Me and Cam go all the way. Like, he asked me and I gave him everything. You know, I have a hard time not being honest. Like if you ask me a question, I'm damn near a dangerous interview because it's like, I feel like I got to answer that shit with what's in my heart. And I gave Cam all of that.
Don't ask me anything if you're afraid of certain answers that might come back. I knew exactly what he was talking about when he say this. That is one of the things I always try to navigate, or at least I try to explain to people, or I move a certain way so people know, like, if you want to come to me or you want to ask me something, I am not going to bullshit you. And so if you're looking for someone to bullshit you, I am not the person to come to. Or if it's certain conversations that's going to make you uncomfortable, if you know anything that's going to make you uncomfortable, I am not the person to go to. Don't ask me stuff because I'm just going to give my authentic. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to say what's in my heart. I'm just going to give. I feel like if I was a celebrity, I'll be a dangerous interviewer too. I think I would be too. Because I'll just say whatever I'm thinking or wherever I'm feeling. So I get him when he says that. I don't like when people come to me and then they get mad when I say something. Like, bitch, don't come to me then. I don't like that. Like you gotta be willing to have certain conversations with me. And if you're not able to have certain conversations, I'm not the person to come to. I'm sorry, so I hear him on that.
Wow. Well said, sir.
All right, I'm just gonna keep playing it.
Yeah, just keep playing.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't want to say the exact same things that I said on Cam on here because it's there. But so when by the time this come out, people would have already seen that.
Mm-hmm.
But what I will say, just for perspective of you, because you ain't seen the Cam interview, you know what I mean? And for all of y'all, it's like, yo, I didn't just do that because it was like sitting wrong in my spirit. It didn't feel right. I did that because I was genuinely wrong.
Absolutely.
And this is why I was wrong.
Okay.
I didn't just do it because like, man, y'all, this don't feel right. No, I was in the wrong. And this is why I was in the wrong. One, I was in the wrong because I misrepresented myself and how I feel about this person to the world. Period, point blank. That's the first wrong. But the wrong that supersedes that is the reason why I did the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I did the wrong was the wrongest wrong of all. I did that wrong, misrepresented myself, boom, 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 because I was afraid that if I didn't come out and do something at least, say something, like at least try to make it seem like I'm doing this, then this thing that I've been working on for 8 years at the time, this album that I've been working on and was done at that time, will come out and they not gonna let me put it out.
The timing, yeah.
They gonna say, nope, we don't want to hear it. Nah, nigga, you still ain't addressed, dude. We don't want to hear that shit. So my fear of fucking up the public reception of this thing that I've been working so hard on. Like, looking back, I give myself a little grace. Like, I understand why I had the fear. I've been working on it for mad long, and I was also tired and exhausted. And my thought was, oh no, this shit that I've been doing that I'm so proud of, if I put this out without saying something, I did it for nothing, damn near.
Right.
It's a bad, and that's a bad thought. That's a wrong thought. Because the true clear thought in that moment is, man, who gives a fuck? Like, this shit ain't about that. It's about this. The clear thought would have been, man, whatever they got going on, even if even if I was more directly involved in that, even if Kendrick Lamar would have came out of his mouth and been like, fuck J. Cole, boom, boom, boom. Even if that was the case, a clear version of me would have been like, man, let him have that. And he didn't do nothing close to that. And I still let the fear of what the perception would be on this album dictate my next move, which was a dumb move. Because now you got to stand behind this.
Yeah.
Forever, nigga. You got to stand by. You got to go pretend like this really represents you.
Right.
Unless, and I wasn't thinking this until an hour before I went on stage, unless you now come and correct how you feel to the same world that you misrepresented yourself, and to him as well. You know what I mean?
All right. He said a lot there. What do you think about what he's stating with he felt like he was in the wrong for pretty much dissing Kendrick in the first place, and how he pretty much broke that down and explained it. What do y'all think about that?
Yeah, I think he's disappointed in himself because he didn't put out meaningful material. He just spoke out what his version was at that time, and he didn't like that. He didn't appreciate that he did that. He wanted to put out something more meaningful because all of his work is all meaningful work. That's my take on it, honestly.
I go after him.
Go ahead.
I respect what he's saying because he's being true to himself. I think I heard Nipsey say this quote, but I think he got it from someone else. He was like, "Would you rather be at war with the world and at peace with yourself, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world?" So J. Cole
The second
chose
one. Easy. Huh? The second one easy that you said.
Yeah. J. Cole chose to be at peace with himself because if him and Kendrick really got a relationship, he kind of like played a big brother role to him, and he produced tracks with him when he was coming up, and he introduced him to whoever he introduced him to.
Right.
Like that's like his little brother. So it's like he kept it solid. Like, yeah, I know for the competition aspect, I know the public wanted me to say something, so I said something, but at the time, I'm being honest, I didn't like the fact that he wasn't competing because just fans, we just want to see the material. But in real life, if that's going to go against your brother, then it's solid to be like, I got to take that back. So I respect it.
Yeah.
In today's time.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll go real quick. It'll be brief. I think it's admirable we chose to do because a lot of people, especially in his position, as big as he is, as great of an artist he is, he took the human approach where a lot of people wouldn't have. So I feel like that don't get enough credit. And I think he's trying to show that it could be a different way to go about things, especially where pride and ego is involved. And now it's to a point to where it's like somewhat unsalvageable between Drake and Kendrick because it got so far.
Right.
And even the song that he put out on his album, What If, where he breaks down like the Tupac and Biggie beef.
Right.
He's trying to show that it's a different way because most of the time it's a different way to go about resolving things, and it'll gotta go as far as it did. So hopefully with this approach he could somewhat try to reconcile, try to help mend the situation. We don't know how bad it is from them to even think about reconciling something, but at least he's trying. So I gave a lot of credit, even though at the time I wanted him to go at him because I really think he's the best artist in my opinion. I think he's the best artist. I feel like he could kill either one of them on any given day. But if your relationship is pure, like he says, he's taking the human approach, which I think is admirable. So,
yeah. Everybody and their mama know and knew that J. Cole has been the best rapper out for some time. This is why they wanted him to go at Kendrick so bad. Is because Kendrick just popped out and Kendrick was the guy, but J. Cole been the guy. Like they felt like they have a good sparring match. They wasn't even thinking about Drake at the time because no one really, perception wise, no one looks at Drake as an MC the way they look at Jake. They don't, Kyle. The way they look at J. Cole and the way they look at Kendrick.
He a real fan.
The way they look at J. Cole and the way they look at Kendrick It's not the way they look at Drake. So they wasn't the only reason why it became a Drake and Kendrick thing because the drama that came behind it. And it was like, oh, I bet we're gonna get drama, and that's why that became a whole war. Remember though, even though you heard what Kendrick said on the what's the song called again? The first one,
Like that.
like that.
Like that.
Clearly, he's directing it to Drake, but the response was, "Oh, J. Cole say something. J. Cole say something. Oh, we want a J. Cole and Kendrick thing." They wasn't even worried about what he said to Drake because I ain't gonna hold you. Niggas didn't really want Drake to rap like that for real. They didn't want him to. They didn't care for him to rap for real. They didn't care. They cared about the two top MCs that niggas thought was the purest MCs that you was gonna get at this time.
Yes. Yes.
To see who got the better pen. Because you had a lot of niggas saying J. Cole got the best pen out. You had niggas that say, yo, before Kendrick left, he got the best pen out. And now Kendrick says something that makes it seem like maybe we can push J. Cole to say something, and now we get to see who's really the best MC. That's what niggas really wanted. They wanted a J. Cole and Kendrick war. They never wanted a Drake and Kendrick war. They just took it for what it was and used it as drama. But yeah. And I think that's why J. Cole got a little confused by it at first, because the way people were setting up at first before they involved Drake was they was making it seem like they just wanted a pure pen for pen battle. By the time Drake jumped out the window, it turned into who's gonna go lower, who's gonna say the worst shit. That's not where J. Cole's mind was at when Kendrick first said something, because everybody was making him believe, oh man, we just want y'all to rap, man. That's not what it turned into. Simple as that. The moment Drake jumped out the window, it became something totally else because these niggas really don't like each other. And Kendrick was baiting Drake, which is why he didn't even say nothing to J. Cole in the verse, because he really wanted to bait Drake the whole time. So I think that's where the confusion comes from when it comes to that and their whole 3 thing. I think J. Cole played it right when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And he was wrong for it, as far as he didn't feel that the things he said in 7 Minute Drill, none of those things he felt for real. But he said it anyway,
like
so yeah.
Yeah, for the album. Cause like he said, he wanted to say something because if he dropped the album, niggas wouldn't listen to it because he didn't respond to Kendrick. So he kind of, his hand was forced, and that was still the wrong choice to make, but he felt like he had to in that moment.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna play this last clip. All right. So
3-minute warning.
don't worry about it no more. If I'm saying that, don't worry about it.
Cool.
And I don't know what this I never even heard a 3-minute warning before. But,
I heard a 2-minute warning.
That nigga said 2-minute warning last time.
Nigga sound like an AI.
Bro, I was looking at that episode, and when that nigga Vaughn said, "Nigga, this ain't Madden," I was rolling, bro. He said 2-minute warning. This ain't Madden.
2-minute warning, nigga. What?
That shit was funny.
Oh
All right,
God.
this last clip, 6 minutes.
Let's do it.
J. Cole debunks lies and truths of Kendrick plus Drake beef and gets real on best rapper alive. I can't wait for that conversation right there, honestly. All right.
Took that turn. Let's
Right.
remember that.
Right.
Like,
And there's also the conspiracies or the theories that, like, people give you the heads. I don't know how true it is, but like,
it's
folks
not
is
true.
like,
It's a straight lies. Like,
Yeah.
I wish we could do 5. We could do a whole season of 7 p.m. in Brooklyn and just go debunk every
J. Cole
every lie that was every lie. I'm so glad you said that.
There was the rumor that Drake was supposed to be at Dreamville Fest,
That actually is true. He was supposed to be at Dreamville
okay.
Fest. Like that was planned. He was coming. He didn't come.
Okay.
Thank God he didn't come. No disrespect to Drake. I love Drake, but like, had he come, I would have felt more pressure to be on stage representing that energy.
Yeah.
Way before Kendrick's song dropped, he was supposed to come. I was trying to get Kendrick to come too. Like, that was my plan for Dreamville Fest that year. Mind you, I never got a chance to like. It's crazy because like, around the time I was going to hit Kendrick, like, yo, you want to come through and make this moment? Boom, boom, boom. I told Drake. Drake knew that it was something I wanted to happen. when we was on tour. I'm like, yo, it'd be crazy if both of y'all came out at Dreamville Fest. Boom, boom. It's silly now to say, you know what I mean? It's like, nah, nigga. There were other plans in the works. But so
because y'all all supposed to be on first person shooter together, right?
No,
was
not that we
that's
were all
another
supposed to. No. So it's I hate that with so many lies. You actually said
you here? I gotta ask.
With so many lies, you're actually saying things that are like half truths.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like Drake's supposed to be coming to Dreamville Fest. Yes, half truth.
Okay.
He was always going to be coming to Dreamville Fest from when we was on tour together.
Right.
He had always like agreed to do that.
Yeah.
So it was only this situation that made him like, and he actually told me, he was like, and I appreciate him for doing this. He's like, yo, bro, it was after he didn't show up, but he was like, yo, bro, I didn't want to put you in a situation because he could tell when me and him talked, he could tell my heart wasn't maybe equivalent to his. So he was like, yo, I didn't want to come down there and put you in a situation on that stage and say some shit that you would have to stand behind. You know what I mean? Ultimately, that's why he told me he ain't show up. So, and I'm like, thank you. Thank God that you didn't, because it left the space for me to receive what.
So why Maul lie about this? And we talk. I said like I said Maul could be lying. I said that. Why Maul lie about this? What Maul said recently was, since J. Cole apologized, J. Cole and him ain't never spoke, and J. Cole did not reach out to him. J. Cole literally just said that Drake talked to him right after he did not show up to the Dreamville thing that was after the apology. Niggas be lying. I don't care how much Maul know the nigga. Niggas be lying. J. Cole literally said they talked after the fact. Now, who knows how long they didn't talk since then, but the reality is they talked at the apology. When Drake did not show up the thing, Drake made him aware that he wasn't going to show up. Niggas got to stop lying. And like, I just wanted to say that.
It's all to push your agenda, bro. That's all it is.
I just wanted to catch that lie real quick, because that's the first lie I caught once he said this. Like, hold up. Someone else said that you didn't talk to nobody since the apology and you didn't even reach out to Drake. That's what someone said. So, niggas be lying, bro. He not lying about knowing Drake, but it doesn't mean the nigga ain't lying either way.
About J. Cole.
That's why you shouldn't be speaking for other men. Let them speak for themselves.
That I was supposed to do. You know what I mean? But that's one thing you said that was like a half truth. You just said another half truth, which was, what was the other half?
This was all being on first person shooter together.
Oh, so I'm not gonna say we were all supposed to be. How it came to me was, before that beat ever made it to me, I think Kendrick wanted that. I mean, I think Drake wanted that to be a him and Dot song.
Okay.
Like I think that's what it was. And I think my interpretation is like, maybe when it wasn't moving fast enough or he wasn't getting the response he wanted, maybe he was like, let me hit Cole. Because I think.
Yeah, I remember what Kendrick said in that verse. He said, what he say? He said, y'all wanted me to do something, some shit we gotta address.
Yeah.
That kind of lines up with that it's supposed to be Drake wanted to do something with Jake. I mean, he wanted to do something with just him and Kendrick, and clearly Kendrick was not replying or giving him the responses he want. So when Kendrick said in the verse, shit went left on the feature request, you got some shit to address. That kind of makes sense now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy when you think about it.
Boy Wonder was pushing like, bro, you need to hit Cole, boom, boom. Mind you, so I never looked at that song like it was gonna be all of us. I thought it was me and Drake, and I just had the beat. Okay. There was nothing on it. I just had, and I felt mad pressure because I wanted to come through for him. You know what I mean? I felt like he showed up at Dreamville Fest the year before that. You know what I mean? I wanted to come through for him. I had to write that verse several times. You know what I mean? So that's a half truth kind of. But there's no part of us making that song where it's like, yo, Kendrick was supposed to be on here. Nah, I just got a beat for Drake. I want to come through for him on his album. The clock was running. You know what I mean? And winding down. Boom, and I came through. But you said something in the beginning. Damn, I want to remember.
There was somebody. I think
no, you said something about me saying. You said something about
getting a heads up.
No, Schoolboy Q. That's a complete lie. Ask Schoolboy Q. That's just like internet. Like, yo, that's a straight lie. And there's many of those. Many half truths and many way more straight lies. Like the Schoolboy Q shit is a straight lie. Like, of course, shout out to Schoolboy Q. He not gonna come out and just say it on his own. But it's like when you get a chance, ask him. It's a straight up lie. But you said something in the beginning how like on songs like how I say I'm the best on songs. It's like, ask me in real life, do I think I'm the best rapper alive?
Do you think you're the best rapper alive?
Bro, it's a nigga named Black Thought that exists. It's a nigga named Lupe Fiasco that exists.
I instantly did not like the two names he referenced for this whole thing, and I'm not saying Black Thought and Lupe ain't they tough. I just didn't like those are the two that he referenced out of everybody else. I'm just gonna say that.
It's niggas that on any given day, even my peers, a Drake or a Kendrick, where it's like, yo, I know on any given day I could show up to the studio and give these niggas 80. But I know they could show up on any day in the studio and give me 80. And I might only have 30. Like, so if I'm taking on a rap persona, like when I'm rapping, of course that's what I like to, that's how I like to rap. And guess what? Sometimes I hit the mark and I say shit and I'll spit a verse that really might have you believe in that shit. But if you ask me in real life, do I walk around like I'm the best rapper alive? No, nigga. Like I'm the best ever? No. But when I put on that motherfucking cape, like that's how I try to attack shit. And have there been things and moments and verses where I'm writing this shit and I'm like, I know niggas not fucking with this. Absolutely. But in reality, do I walk around this earth like there's no nigga better than me in real life? Like I can't get in the studio with Black Thought and he just give me 90. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest. He said we had to say. I'll be honest. I don't think Black Thought can give you 90. And I think Black Thought is tough. I'm talking about just comparing it to J. Cole. I feel like Black Thought can get a lot of niggas 90. I don't think J. Cole is one of them. I feel like Lupe can get a lot of niggas 90. I don't feel like J. Cole is one of them. I think at this point, he's kind of downplaying himself, but he's also making himself human, and he's saying something that the reality is he's keeping it 100. More 100 than any nigga that has to be a celebrity and carry a persona, especially when you talk about being a rapper. Like, he's breaking it down. He's breaking down that fourth wall to let you know, like, yo, we're carrying personas out here. Like, this is not us all in the flesh. We don't walk around. The things we rap and how we carry ourselves when we on the beat, we're not walking around like that. And the reality is that's the truth. He's the only person that's man enough to say it. That's it. But if you think that I believe as a grown ass man, I'm not no kid. You can't fool me. I'm not impressionable, nigga. If you think I buy into these fucking rappers when they on the beat and you think I don't know they're carrying out a persona and you think I think that's 100% them, I know it ain't 100% you. That's y'all fooling the kids that way. You're not fooling grown ass niggas. So J. Cole is it saying something that most people know that's not a child. We know that's not y'all walking around that way. Come on. 50 Cent do what 50 Cent do. He one of the gangster rappers. But when you see him moving the way he moved since he stopped rapping, is he that 50 Cent or he's a whole nother 50 Cent?
Good point.
That nigga Curtis.
That nigga Curtis.
Yeah.
He ain't 50. He's Curtis.
He a damn film writer at this point. He ain't even the last time he made a song.
This nigga T.I. This nigga T.I. has sat there and did every trap music. No, damn near they act like he invented the shit. Y'all know what T.I. was on. This nigga T.I. today or recently sit there and try to he sit there and he tried to like have a whole back and forth with his child because his child was trying to act like a gangster. He literally is trying to parent King and literally which is being an adult, and he's literally trying to get his child to stop being a gangster, stop trying to get in trouble, all this other stuff. That's Clifford, nigga. That ain't T.I. That's Clifford the dad. So I don't know if you're a grown ass person and you buy into this shit and you act like, oh, I can't believe J. Cole. Why would J. Cole say that about himself? You goofy, because that means you buy into every other rapper that carry out their. You goofy as hell. You too grown to be this immature and be this personable. It should only be affecting the kids that don't know no better. But if you're a grown ass person acting like J. Cole said something wrong, you slow. I don't know what's up with you. You clearly impressionable as fuck. Because that's all of them. They're literally there to carry out their personas as rappers. It goes like that across the board. He broke it down when it comes to basketball. The way Vaughn act on the court when the game is over. The persona of the nigga being who he was on the court to be that competitive, that's not how I mean, Vaughn, you can speak for yourself. I'm sorry, but I know we understand hoop. I speak for myself.
Yeah.
I am the most competitive nigga when I'm on the court. I don't look at Vaughn like he better than me. I don't look at Vaughn like no. When I'm on the court and I'm playing against Vaughn, I look at it like I'm the best nigga on the court. This nigga Vaughn ain't fucking with me. I'm about to show this nigga. When we get off the court, the reality sets in, and I know this nigga is that nigga. I know Vaughn is clearly better than me when I'm not touching the basketball, and I can live in reality and know I don't walk around thinking I'm the best. I don't walk around thinking I'm the best basketball player ever. But when I'm the court, I literally feel that way. It literally comes a persona that you do so you can compete at the level that you want to compete at. So yeah, you're going to be a certain way. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen I come with certain energy when I'm on the court. Niggas might have thought I was a bully or whatever niggas wanted to think. The type of energy I came on the court sometimes, and off the court I'm just the total opposite. So hoop ways, we understand that when it comes to hoop. I know Vaughn do.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So it's just the fact. I think what's so different about this, celebrities, especially as high as he is in the rap game and hip hop period, and how influential he is. Niggas that's his level don't speak on these things. So it's like, so people really think like, damn, is that true? Yes. Nigga, like walk around thinking that shit all the time. Like, yeah, when I'm competing, then yeah, nigga, I think I'm the best nigga on the court. I don't give a fuck if LeBron is in front of me.
Right.
LeBron, you go get this work. Nigga, I don't care if it's fucking Kyrie. You go get this work. We go compete. You feel me? I ain't about to be like, oh, he's better than me, so I'm just let him kick my ass. No. You'll get the very best from me. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same way on the other end. So when we off the court, I'm very humble. I'm very like, I'm cool. I'm laid back. But when we on that court, I'm a different animal. You feel me? I don't think nobody better. So we off the court, that shit don't matter. None of that shit matter when we off the court.
Right. Hector get on the court and he start immediately lying to himself. You don't want to know what Hector think when he go on the court. Straight exaggeration.
Why you have to do Hector like that, bro?
What is that?
Hey,
what is that?
This coming from a
Right,
guy
I just
who hasn't
started
played ball
it.
forever.
Right.
He will get on the court. I'm gonna make it sit ass right on the sideline again. You better hope
See?
you're on my team, my boy.
Only difference
You
with
better get your
Hector
ass.
is he carries that shit out outside the court, and that's where he gets kind of ridiculous. He allows the delusion to come outside the court. That's the
You about to
difference
get
with
your
Heck.
ass clapped when you get back on the court, boy. It's a trauma bond today. Video out now, everybody.
All right.
But yes,
But guess what?
get ready for a Ray.
Right.
Man.
Yo, all right, Kyle. What do you think about J. Cole? I let Kyle end it off. What do you think about J. Cole expressing that it's just a persona and he don't think he's the best rapper alive in real life when he walk around?
He took the humble approach. Everybody on this tier and a lot of people around the world know he's damn near the best. But sometimes you gotta humble people and at the end of the day, people gotta stop believing what people say too as well. And in today's world, like these rappers out here a lot of them be fake and phony, and he's being a real man about it. I could definitely appreciate about this man.
Right. At least he's being real about it. You know what I'm saying?
That also makes him a great artist. How real. Like when you listen to J. Cole music, you feel like he's talking to you.
Yeah. I'll say it for him, even though I get it. And it's the Jordan thing, whatever. Like Jordan don't say he the greatest. Ask Jordan in real life, like he do all the time, do you believe he the greatest? And he's literally gonna throw that question back in your face and say, I don't like that question. I don't like it someone being considered, it being one GOAT. I don't think I'm the greatest player ever. So guess what niggas do? They say it for him. I'ma say it for you, J. Cole. Ain't nobody fucking with you, nigga. At this point in time, ain't nobody fucking with you.
Now, as an artist, you ain't touching Aubrey. As an artist,
I'ma let Cal say what he wanna say. I'm gonna let Kyle say what he want to say.
I knew he was gonna say that.
As an artist, absolutely.
Ain't nobody fucking with you right now. No one has not been able to fuck with you for the last. Niggas ain't been able to fuck with you for the last 7 years.
Such a Drake fan. Oh
You are my GOAT. You're my GOAT. I think you're the greatest rapper of all time.
You get that, but as an artist, absolutely.
Stop trying to change the conversation, Kyle.
No, but you said as an artist.
I didn't say no. I said what I said. I said he's the best. I said he's the best out right now. Ain't nobody fucking with him. That's what I said.
But you gotta listen. Go back to after this episode. Listen to what you said as an artist.
I know what I said.
That's why.
I just said it. What I just said just now is literally what I said. I said he's the best right now. Ain't nobody fuck with him. I didn't say no extra words. You put in Drake. That's cool. I don't mind that. You a big Drake fan. I'ma say it again though. Ain't nobody fucking with J. Cole right now. Ain't nobody been fucking with him the last 7 years. That's been evident. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care what words you add, what words you don't add. I don't give a shit. This nigga is one of the greatest of all time. He has been at the top better than everybody the last 7 years. This nigga sat there and got half the niggas not on his side no more, and they still hesitate to say he ain't the best. Come on, dog. How you have motherfuckers hating on you, but then the one thing they ain't gonna say out their mouth is that you not the best? Nigga, you clearly the best when niggas want to say you not, but they know not to say that because they know that's stupid to say. There's a lot of people that been hating on J. Cole the last 2 years or so since the apology, and the one thing they always say after they say whatever bullshit they want to say, they never deny the fact that, oh yeah, he's the best rapper out right now though. I can't stop him from that. Come on, dog. You got niggas hating you and loving you all in the same review. You that nigga, bro.
Drake is a better artist.
Thank you.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what no one's saying. I don't give a fuck what no one's saying. Name me who been touching him the last 7 years. Who put anything out in the hip hop game? Who put anything out that was more fire than J. Cole run? The last 7-year run. Who had a better run?
You said hip hop. You said hip hop.
They all in hip hop.
No.
Bro, we got the 3 top niggas in look. We got the 3 top niggas. How's that bias? If universally he was known as having the biggest run, the last 7 years who had a bigger run? No. Let's answer it. Who had the biggest run in hip hop in the last 7 years? Just tell me what you think. I'm talking about what? All right, niggas ain't gonna mix my words. Niggas not gonna mix my words. The nigga that been the best out is.
I'm going by what you're saying.
What did I just say?
You can't just say art.
No, you can't add in words what I said. I know exactly what I said. No, I know exactly what I said. I'll say it again. I'll say it again verbatim. Then what I said, Vaughn?
You gonna be like, yo, my bad. I ain't mean to say that. That's why.
What I say, Vaughn? No, I know what I said. I said it verbatim. Vaughn, what did I say? Word for word, what did I say, Vaughn?
You said last 7
years. That's how we wrap up the show, everybody.
Hector, be quiet. Word for word, what did I say, Vaughn? The very first thing, no, I'm saying before Kyle said anything. Before Kyle said anything, word for word. Since niggas want to act like they know what I said, word for word, then what did I say word for word before Kyle said anything?
You said
my first sentence.
You said the last 7 years, who has made better music in hip hop than J. Cole?
That's not what I said word for word. The first thing I said, no, that's not. The first thing I said was when I stopped the video was, I said I'm gonna say it for you. I said I'm gonna say it for you. Ain't nobody fucking with you right now. Ain't nobody better than you. That is the first words I said. If y'all want to say word for word. After the back and forth with Kyle, then I said, to emphasize the example was who been fucking with him the last 7 years. There's nobody that been putting out better music the last 7 years. That's what I said. If y'all want to go word for word,
just play it back.
That's exactly what I said, step by step. Did I not? Thank you. It's exactly what I said, step by step.
That's what you said. But what Kyle is saying, he's saying Drake is the better artist than J.
I know what he said, and then I repeated what I said. I know
That
exactly
is
what he said.
Kyle
Then I
said.
repeated what I
That's
said.
exactly what Kyle
artist.
said.
I said
So
artist.
what
I-
He said artist.
I said artist.
Yeah, I know what Kyle said, and then I repeated what I said.
So what,
Okay, but
what do
what's
you
the answer
mean,
to
nigga?
who's the
What,
better artist?
Is Kyle asking me a
What's the answer?
question? Or Kyle, you asking me a question?
This nigga,
No.
no, he's not. He
Okay,
said,
then that's what I'm
nigga,
saying. I
Drake
didn't
is
think he was
better
asking me a
artist than J.
question,
Cole.
so I
That's
just
it.
repeated what I said.
I was just posing a question since we was on it.
Oh wait,
I just
what's your
posed a
question?
Who's the better artist?
Who's the better artist, Drake or you talking about
Between
overall?
Drake and J. Cole.
Are you talking about overall? Or are you
Who's
talking about
the
right
better
now?
artist? Stop acting like you don't comprehend what I'm
There's
saying.
literally there's literally two ways of it. It's either you're saying that's literally every conversation when you talk about competition. It's either what they are overall or what they are today. I'm asking you to differentiate. Is you talking about
No,
overall
you
artists,
said who's the
or
better
are you talking
artist.
about
You
who's
said
the best,
that
who's the best artist right now?
overall. Who's the better artist?
Overall, the better artist is Drake.
All right, good night, bro. Let's end this shit.
So I'm gonna repeat it and say what I say.
So long to say that.
No, it's not because I
said this shit just to agree. Get the fuck out of here.
there was nothing to agree with. He just added something that had nothing to do with what I said. Is my point. He added something that had Kyle know the hell he was doing. Like y'all want to play stupid, but Kyle knew exactly what he was doing. He added something that had nothing to do with what I said because he's a Drake fan.
But Drake said better artist. That's all he said.
No, all right, y'all not even listening to nothing no more. All right, y'all just want to argue.
That is what he said.
No,
I don't understand why you so confused, nigga.
I'm not the one confused. I'm going off what Wayne just.
you.
No, I'm going off what Wayne just said. I knew Kyle was not asking a question. Kyle was just adding the fact that he think that he's a better artist than J. Cole. I said I'm gonna repeat myself because I said nothing about anything overall. I said I'm gonna repeat myself and I say J ain't nobody fucking with J. Cole right now. So when it comes to the question that Wayne asked, yes, Drake is the best overall artist. That's not what Kyle asked me. Kyle wasn't even asking a question. Now, if you ask me who has been the best artist the last 7 years, if you ask me who's been the best artist out of the 7 years, that will be J. Cole. Yes. I said.
Okay, well, oh my god, a new take. Oh my goodness.
What? All right. Y'all just all right. Y'all bullshitting. Y'all bullshitting.
Oh my god.
Kyle knew
He
exactly
said-
what y'all doing, and somehow y'all.
Oh my god. All Kyle was saying is overall Drake is a better artist. That's
And
all
that
he
had
was saying.
nothing to do with what I said. But Kyle didn't act like it did. Kyle knew what he was doing. Good job, Kyle. Great job. Once again, ain't nobody fucking with J. Cole in the last 7 years. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about.
In your opinion, but okay.
Exactly. In the last 7 years, before we end this off, so everybody can give their thoughts and stop bullshitting. In the last 7 years, who you think been the best, Vaughn? All right, then. So all right, let's see what everybody say. In the last 7 years, who you think been the best out right now in hip hop?
Wait, okay, so that's 2019 till now. It probably still got to be Drake.
I can't even say that.
It still has to be Drake. How do you say so? Think about the music that's been out in the last 7 years.
I said probably.
I'm asking you to explain it.
2019 or 2026.
I can't say that because he hadn't been rapping like that, so I can't.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Hey, Kyle. I appreciate for all the shit you was doing, and you have your opinion, but I appreciate you also being real too. Thank you.
I can't say.
I
that.
appreciate it.
Rapping.
That's why I wanted Wayne to explain. I just wanted to explain.
Hey, the best artist or best rapper?
Jesus, man. I thought we just had this conversation. Ain't this conversation over?
Who
Hip hop? Who has been the best? Cause no, y'all mixed my words, so I'm going to go off of what I was saying when y'all mixed it. Who is the best? Who in the last 7 years? Who has been putting out the best in hip hop in the last 7 years? That's all I'm asking. You don't have to mix words.
Hip-hop, yeah,
He said hip hop. He wants to have hip hop.
I'm just making sure I'm hearing correctly. If it's hip hop, it's Cole.
Thank you. All right, cool. Hector.
Those keywords.
Fuck it. I'm not. Fuck it.
Those keywords matter.
All the keywords that I've been. Okay, cool. That I've been saying the whole time. Those keywords. Cool.
Yeah, they do.
I know.
Keywords matter.
I know. That's why I'm bringing it back home to what I was saying.
Yo, where's that mute button at?
We know.
What heck?
Where's that mute button at?
You need a mute button, Hector? All right, cool.
Where's the mute button at?
Wait, hold on. You know what a mute button is at, Hector?
I'm talking about for yourself. Mute yourself.
No, nigga, I'm not me myself.
Mute yourself.
Mute yourself.
No, I got something for you, Hack. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
He don't got no real take. I'm muting him.
Oh my god.
All right, but real shit, and I fuck with y'all. I am strictly talking about hip hop.
We disagree with you.
Oh my god, bro! I'm bringing it.
Now this nigga want to specify. You want to specify at the end of the fucking
We
debate.
disagree
No,
with
nigga.
you.
Oh my
bro.
god, I don't like y'all today. Y'all getting on my nerves right now. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate
At the
it.
end of the debate. Fuck out of here, bro. You ain't slick.
Y'all mix my words, and now I'm not okay. Now I'm not slick because y'all mix my words. Y'all saying else today, boy. Y'all saying else.
That's
No, I agree. Last 7 years, hip hop definitely cool for sure.
That's all I was saying. All I was saying.
No, you try to act like you ain't know what Kyle was talking about, motherfucker. He wasn't asking the question. You know what the fuck you saying, nigga.
All right, y'all not listening today. Y'all dead ass not listening. Cal literally just said he was not asking the question, which I knew that already, but Cal had to confirm it, and y'all still act like he asking the question.
I'm saying, but you act like you didn't know what he meant by what he said.
I knew what he meant. Y'all was acting like y'all didn't know what he meant. I knew exactly what he meant. That's why I repeated myself. I knew exactly what he was doing. Y'all mixed it up. Cal even confirmed it, and y'all still on that. He confirmed it and said he wasn't asking nothing. All right, y'all. All right. I'm done.
Yeah, Kyle
y'all
said
playing.
Asking them, then I asked the question.
Yeah.
Just let him be right.
Now just let me. All right, bro. Y'all wasn't gonna mix my words, and y'all try to mix it, and now y'all can't just simply be like, "All right, my bad." Y'all got it. You see how y'all friends do you?
That's niggas, man.
Oh, wow.
Drake's better artist.
Now in the last 7 years, he hasn't been. That's why I know.
No, if we just specify just hip hop, yeah, for sure. Cole got it easily. Now I'm at debate.
Yeah. Y'all fucked up what I wanted to say to J. Cole. Shout out to J. Cole, man. Ain't nobody fucking with you. That's what I'm saying. Where we at? All right, here we go. All right, man. Before we get out of here, oh, sorry, Hector. Before we get out of here, I'm gonna allow everybody to promote what they want to promote and where you can find them.
He gets some grades. I want to set up anyway.
Go ahead, Vaughn.
What? Yo, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Love y'all, man. We appreciate the support, the love. Y'all tuning in every week. But yo, you already know you can find me on Facebook, Vaughn Like Anderson, or YouTube, Vaughn Like Anderson as well, or Instagram at Real Vaughn World, on Twitch at Real Vaughn World as well. And we streaming in 2 weeks. Yo, so tune in. Stop playing, tune in, nigga. Thank you.
At hold on. At Real Vaughn World, right? On Twitch?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that link is down below for everybody to know.
Yes. Let's go, Reef.
I see. I got my shades with the orange lenses, right? That means it's time for business. Locke was like, "Where's he going with this?" Hey, thank y'all for tuning into the show. Make sure y'all liking, commenting, and subscribing. Fraternity Elevation page for the love of hip hop. Make sure you look down there at that tab right there, somewhere around there. Follow me on IG, greenlight_fit. Follow me on YouTube, the Greenlight series. We hope y'all enjoyed the show. Happy Easter. And yeah, we'll be back next Sunday.
Go ahead, Hank.
Happy Easter, everybody. Hope you had enjoyed these fellas arguing over here the last 30 minutes. But y'all can follow me on YouTube at HectorC908X2, on Twitch and IG at HectorC908, at Facebook at Hector Marky Corchado. I promise y'all won't be muted on any of these platforms. And of course, every Sunday right here at 3:30 p.m. for the love of hip hop. Take it away, Kyle.
All right, see, this is the reason why y'all gotta listen to both podcasts. You don't know what to expect right here. We hit you with something serious, and then we can hit you with something controversial on the next pod. But thank you for tuning in. Happy Easter to everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. But you can follow me at Facebook and YouTube, Kyle Pompey, KYLEPOMPEY. And on Instagram, West WEST _819. And I'm going to give it to my brother, the host. Go ahead, Ray.
All right, man. You see, they wanted to mute the host too. It, should be happening. You can follow me on King Ray TV on Facebook and IG to stay up to date on this show as well as the other show for Love of the Game. You'll find that YouTube channel down below as well as our main channel, Fraternity Elevation. Let's see. Oh yeah, Fraternity Elevation. Just tap in, you'll see what that's about. Subscribe to all 3 of our channels. Stay in the loop with everything we got going on. Lastly, and if you enjoy the show, click that like button and subscribe to the channel, as well as click the link in the description. We'll catch the show live every Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch. We out. Love.